What's going on, guys? It's Jimmy here.
And Laurel with the Daily Dirt.
And
Lily.
Lily, are you hosting the show today?
Lily looks pleased to be here. I think she's leaving now. No, you can't go up there.
Wow, so we didn't plan to do a second stimulus check update, but it has just been absolutely crazy. What did you think, Laurel, when I came to you last night and I was like, Trump said he's going to veto the bill, and he also said that he wants $2,000 checks.
This one didn't know what to say. I didn't know what to say. We're like, oh my God. Like, this is so 2020.
What do you think's going to happen?
Oh man, I don't even know. How can you even guess what's going to happen with the way things have been going lately?
And Democrats are like, yeah, Trump's on our side. Republicans are like, what? What's going on here? Like, what do you think about your boy doing that?
I mean, he did want to say a week ago that he wanted to demand $2,000 checks. So,
why do you think he didn't push for it then?
Because they wouldn't let him.
What do you mean? He's the president.
I know, but all of his aides told him not to do that because that would ruin the negotiations.
It's interesting how that one little story that we covered, how Trump wanted to push for $1,200 to $2,000 checks, and his aides told him not to. We covered that in one of the earlier episodes on the It's Jimmy channel. Let me know if you remember that little story. It was just like a little blip of a story.
Yeah.
That was in there for like a minute or two. And then look, here we are a week later, 5 days later, and that was like, wow, that was pretty big news.
Yep. Nancy was packing up her bags and getting all her ice creams ready to go home, and no more for you.
She literally was baking muffins at home. And Trump's like, no
muffins for you.
She's like, damn him.
Oh, I know. She hated him before. Well, although she would be happy, maybe for the $2,000, but
yeah, it's just like,
I don't think that will help her distaste for him any much.
And Democrats are trying to like claim credit for the $2,000 because they're saying Bernie Sanders and all these other guys. I'm trying to even remember who else was there.
Josh Hawley?
Remember, like even before that, when they were pushing for $2,000 checks and they were pushing for $2,000 per month.
I think that was Kamala and Andrew Yang.
It's not Kamala.
Oh, yes, Kamala.
Kamala. Now, what's the trick that you taught me?
Think of Kama.
Yeah, Kamala. I used to say
Kamala?
Kamala. I used to say, how did you just say it?
I don't know.
I used to always say it wrong, and now I think I say it right with Kamala. Let me know if you say it right.
Kamala.
Kamala.
That's how you used to do it.
Yeah, Kamala.
You put the emphasis on the wrong syllable.
No. At least I don't transpose numbers like you do.
Oh, okay.
But man, what a crazy 48 hours. As if this hasn't been crazy enough along the way. It's just like every week there's a new twist, a new turn. It's like we had $600 checks coming. And
no, we had $0 checks coming.
Oh my God, I know. And that's why I was kind of happy with $600 checks, because I'm like, this is
thank God
so much better than we had last week when it was 0.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, I got to report to these guys there's going to be a stimulus package with $0 checks. They're all going to hate me like it's my fault.
I know.
And I'm really going to say it's her fault. It's hers. But, so then we moved to these $600, and then, I see these memes on Facebook. And one of our friends posted like, oh, $600 check, I get to pick a Cracker Jack toy from like
the bottom shelf.
From like an amusement place. And I'm like, but wait, you and your wife and 3 kids, that's 5 people. You're actually gonna get a $3,000 check. And he's like, oh, wow. He's like, I didn't really think about that or know that. I'm like, yeah, $3,000 kind of a lot, bro.
Yeah.
Now, if you're one person or 2, then it's not really. But if you got some kids in there, I mean, $2,400 for 4, $3,000 for 5. I mean, that's like, hey, let's like kind of capture that. And then, Joe Biden's already talking about the third stimulus check is coming.
Yeah, I mean,
literally his words.
Yeah, it wasn't bad when it was going to be 600 and then another check in a month or two.
Oh, and by the way, if you're wondering why our tongues might be extra red.
It's not. It's normal.
Mine's pretty red.
Oh, you must have a very absorbent.
My wife forced me
Forced?
to go through the Taco Bell drive-thru.
No.
And to get this, what was this drink we got?
Strawberries, something. A slushy type of thing.
She's trying to make me fat.
It's Christmas.
Making gingerbread. Tell them about all these cookies you're making.
You want me to make cookies?
I agree. What did you make so far?
I've just made the snickerdoodles and the salted caramel ones, and those are all eaten already.
Who ate them all?
You.
By the way, the 2-year-old little man is at Grandma and Grandpa's, just like, God, this house is so quiet.
I'm like, whose house is this?
So we're like, all right, let's hurry up and film this video, and then we got to go over there and get him. And all right, so what do you personally think is going to happen? You think we're going to get these? Do you think we're going to get zero? You think we're going to get $600, or you think we're going to get $2,000?
I have no idea how this is going to go. No idea.
Okay, so
no clue. It could go any which way.
So let's talk about the 2,000 real quick. At first, it seemed pretty good. The Democrats were like, "We'll pass it."
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, I mean, we knew the Democrats would be in support of that. I mean, what Democrat wouldn't be?
But it's like President Trump, who's Republican.
Mm-hmm.
We only need 13 Republican votes in the Senate to pass it. Like you would think we should be able to do
that. All you need is a couple people to ruin it.
Yeah, so let's talk about that, because if they try to pass this as an amendment,
the one-page amendment,
what could happen is the same thing we've seen with Bernie Sanders and Josh Hawley happen. And what was that?
One person objects. They ask for objections, and if one person objects, it's done.
Here, we'll role play. You could be Ron Johnson. Hi guys, I'd like a larger check for this amendment.
I object.
What? How could you possibly do such a thing?
Yeah, I hope he's feeling the heat too.
Yeah, so basically, Trump has until, I think it's December 28th, to sign the bill, the $900 billion stimulus package bill that's on his desk. So there's several things that could happen here. He could not sign it at all, and then it'll pass. It'll go into law after 10 days. So he could just be like, well, I don't approve of it, but I'm just not going to sign it, and then it'll get approved. Or he has to or he could sign it, which I don't think he'll do at this point, saying he's against it. I mean, that would kind of go against what he was saying, just not sign it.
It's kind of pointless, though, that even if he doesn't sign it, it just goes into law anyway.
Well, maybe he's hoping that they're going to pass the 2,000.
Well, yeah, I know, but I'm saying, like, either you sign it or you don't.
Well, yeah, but I think the reason that law is there is because it prevents a president from, like, sitting on a bill forever.
Oh, okay.
You know, like a bill that's passed the House and the Senate, president can say, well, I'm not going to sign it. I'll let it sit here for 6 months or 2 years.
Okay.
You know, so that's probably why that's there.
I didn't think of that.
Or he could veto it. If he vetoes it, it goes back to the House and Senate.
He's not afraid to be vetoing either.
So tell him what just happened.
He just vetoed the defense bill, the money to refund the Defense Department. And
I mean, there's a whole bunch of things in that bill, raises.
But the main reason is because he doesn't like this censorship that is going on with social media. And honestly, I understand, because at what point are we infringing on the constitutional right of free speech?
I totally agree.
So, I mean, China, I know that their internet, like, you can't even access certain pages and stuff, and you're completely censored over there. So it's like, are we moving towards that? I mean, I understand why he doesn't want that.
And it's weird that it's like Twitter and these other companies, they get to decide.
Yeah, like, who are they? I don't know.
I know, like, it's just like, how does that even work?
And I mean, I would consider that a modern day press. So, I mean, freedom of the press, you're allowed to write what you want. I don't know. But yeah, so he vetoed the bill. So everybody's all up in arms about that. And they don't know if he's going to sign the stimulus bill, which includes the omnibus for funding the government for the entire year. So now we don't know if they're going to put another continuing resolution out there
They
and
got
wait for Biden to come in or what. It's a big hot mess.
I don't even know. I mean, I definitely did getting the $2,000 would be the best. And the only thing really standing in the way is Republicans. He's Republican.
Well,
So, like, are they going to go against him and not sign this because they don't want to?
I think some of them, yeah, they're very stubborn.
But see, like, maybe instead of doing this amendment, maybe they just draft another standalone bill, but then you got to get Mitch McConnell on board with it. Because Nancy Pelosi, she'll introduce it into the House as an actual bill, and then they vote on it. And that's where they only need 51%. It's not this, I object to an amendment bill.
Yeah.
If it's an actual bill.
I mean, they may want to consider going that route because then they don't have to have every single person agree to it.
Yeah, which, I mean, that's pretty hard to do any time.
Yeah.
So maybe they go that route where they end up passing a standalone bill for $1,400.
Oh yeah, that would be interesting.
Add in addition to the $600.
That would be very interesting.
So, because again, the $600 check with the unemployment and the rent assistance,
yeah, he could just sign that and then add on another bill.
Or you could just hold on to it until they pass a side bill, and then be like, okay, well, since you basically gave me this other bill for $1,400,
that's a very interesting thought.
Or even $1,200, since $1,200 is like the common number that always goes around.
You need to call up your girl Nancy and give her that idea.
I know, she texted me and I was like, "Hey girl, what's going on? I'm kind of busy filming a YouTube video."
Ice cream for you.
She says she's saving me some ice cream for Christmas.
And Fireball.
And yeah, she says we got shots and ice cream, and she invited me over, but she said don't bring that wife of yours, and I didn't really know what that meant. What does that mean? Like,
maybe she's a cougar.
I don't know. I mean. I feel like she's been in Congress longer than I am old.
That's probably right.
I mean, because honestly, I just turned 21, so I mean, doesn't it look like?
Doesn't he wish?
I know, I wish. If you know how old I am, comment down below. That means you've been an old school watcher of the show. Luckily, I'm married to a much, much younger wife. Much younger and much better good looking.
That's broken English.
Better good looking? That could be the title of this video.
No.
Better good looking stimulus check update on the Daily Dirt. That'd be very clickable. So we want to wish you guys a very Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays if you don't celebrate Christmas. But we will be making cookies here.
I hope. God, I've been so busy. And then last night I was in bed when I had planned to make my cookies. So my trays and all my bowls and everything sitting out. And then I just ended up in bed for the rest of the night because I was dizzy and in pain.
Yeah, tell them about this medicine that makes you dizzy.
I don't even know if it's that. It has to be one of the new meds I'm on.
What is it, Lyrica?
Yeah, Lyrica, which is what I'm coming down off of because it didn't really help me. And it's like for nerve pain and stuff, but it didn't give me any benefits, so I said, no, thank you. Ooh, there's my yellow bruise from my child.
So anyways, happy holiday, guys. Merry Christmas. We will be having a 8 p.m. video on Christmas Eve on the It's Jimmy show. Probably going to have a 10 a.m. and a 3 p.m. I don't think there's going to be an 8 p.m., but unless there's crazy news going on, which... At this point,
we can't plan for anything like that not to happen.
And I'll probably have a Christmas morning, a 10 a.m. video for you guys. I don't think I'll be filming for the rest of Christmas, but I mean, we'll see. Just make sure you got the bell notification on. You'll get notifications when we go live, but definitely we'll have the 10 a.m. for both days. And
on It's Jimmy.
On the It's Jimmy channel, and 3 p.m. for the It's Jimmy channel. Also, the Daily Dirt probably won't have a video for the next couple days, but just have the bell icon on with notifications turned on. This way you know when we go live, and you actually get a notification because YouTube kind of won't show you them if you don't have them sometimes.
So make sure you enjoy yourself for the holidays and remember the reason for the season. And
What's the reason for the season?
Jesus.
Oh, I don't know if I've ever heard that saying.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Learn something new every day.
So don't forget to tune into our 8 p.m. video on It's Jimmy with the latest details of what's going on with the stimulus check, the $2,000 one and the $6,000 one. I will keep you updated. You can click this top video here to watch my newest video on this channel, The Daily Dirt, and this video to watch my newest stimulus check video on the It's Jimmy channel. Thanks, guys. Merry Christmas, and we will see you
In
in
the
the
next
next
video.
video.
Merry Christmas!